right, then you can step on the scale for me. All right, come on off. Just gonna grab your swim cap. There you go, sir. All right, remember it's pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
A couple rounds. Gonna be a little cold. A little bit of pressure, but not too crazy.
Good to go. I'm ready.
All right. Yes. All right, here we go. All right, one round down.
Okay.
All right, all done. You can toss the swim cap in here. Thank you. Go ahead and get changed. All right. So we're at 15.2% today. Which is
What?
up from, we were at 13 last year.
Oh,
So
man.
we're down in fat-free mass. We're down in total body weight. You're at 145 today.
Yeah.
We got 147 last year. So up a tick in fat and up down a little bit in fat-free. So 15 is still good
Yeah.
overall. I mean, a little bit higher than where you were. We're still in a nice, good lean zone.
Did I lose muscle?
Yeah, you lost a little fat-free mass. We're down from 128 to 123 today. Now, if you have you care about the weight or anything, or is it more body fat?
Just body fat.
Yeah. What you've been doing, and
Yeah.
see what adjustments we might need to make. All right, that's yours.
Thank you.
Let's swing it over to my lab, and we'll get this metabolic test going.
I use it for real.
What? Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, you okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. few more minutes here. Yep. Finishing it up here. Come on out.
5 times a day.
Nice.
So I'm eating snacks, like my 3 meals and 2 snacks. Snacks can be walnuts and almonds, I'm eating some fruit,
Right.
normally eggs, oatmeal in the morning, and then either some chicken and rice or chicken and potato. Like yesterday I had steak and potato twice.
Okay.
Small portions.
Right. All right. So Armour came in at 1321. So
Okay.
it's just you didn't move, right? Stay there for 24 hours. You burn that many calories.
Okay.
Right. Lifestyle and exercise combined, all in, gives us a daily average expenditure of about 2,100.
Okay.
All right. So that's what we're putting out on average. All right. And that's also your maintenance number.
Okay.
We want to be eating to that number, kind of stay where we're at with our weight, more or less our body comp.
Okay.
You know, I don't think you need to be in a deficit.
Okay.
Right now, you're very active, right? Which is good. So you want to keep that up.
Okay.
And you gotta eat to need.
Right.
At the same point. So I think 21 is kind of like that floor, because that's on average. You know, you're active every day.
Yeah.
So we can kind of average it out pretty good every day. You know, we don't have to be like, all right, one day I'm more active, one day I'm less active.
Yeah,
You're pretty consistent throughout. You know, maybe, you know, one of the hit circuits are a little bit harder, a little bit longer, and maybe you're doing 60 minutes of steady state.
Okay.
So maybe that exercise is, you know, 400 plus. So,
Okay.
you know, if you're feeling it, you can probably eat a little bit more on days that you're putting out a little bit more.
Okay.
Days that are a little bit less intense, maybe you don't eat as much. But it's so close, you don't really, I wouldn't like worry too much about
Okay.
it, right? I mean, with the way you're eating and everything, you feel like energy levels are pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in, you know, you could, it sounds like you're pretty dialed in. You know,
Yeah.
you can track a little bit if you want, just to like get a gauge of where you're at, right? More so just as like a new baseline. Since you're doing these tests, I wouldn't say it's probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
Just to be like, all right, just for a few days, you know, you plug it into the apps or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I am eating 21, or maybe I'm only eating 18. Because,
Right.
you know, we saw an increase in your body fat, decrease in body weight, decrease in fat-free mass, right? And sometimes if we're not eating enough, we'll see
And
that.
definitely not as much protein as I normally would. So I know that's that, and then like say the strength training, like literally when I'm working out with weights, I'm probably like 15 pounds.
Right.
When before, you know, I was competing, I was doing the heavy stuff. So now it's like I'm not trying to build. You know, I know I need to maintain the muscle to help burn. You know what I'm saying, to keep the calories, but I literally been going 15 pounds. You know, I'm doing thrusters or bicep curls when before it was, you know, 40, 50 pounds doing that stuff. So, and then, like I say, the protein, I know it's not as high as, you know what I'm saying, I was before. So.
Yeah, you know, when we're looking at it, we could go 1 pound of 1 pound of fat-free mass per 1 gram of protein. So for you, that's 123. That's how much fat-free mass you got on you. So you can probably eat up to a little bit above that number.
Got it.
Right? And if you want to maintain weight or maintain lean mass like you do, maybe gain some lean mass, lose some body fat,
Right.
you want to be shooting for that number. You don't have to go too far over it, Your body can only handle so much,
Right.
right? You can eat 200 grams of protein if you want. You're not gonna like
Yeah, you
absorb
don't.
200 grams
Yeah.
of protein, right? So like that 120, 130-ish number,
Okay.
that's appropriate for you.
And that's manageable too.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you start hitting those high numbers, you realize how many like shakes and stuff you gotta be taking in. It's like you don't need all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would probably dial in the protein a little bit more.
Okay.
How long have you been doing this? Like 7-day a week grind?
It's been a while.
Been a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been over. She's been telling me, to cut back. You need to cut back. You're losing too much with it. Also, just I like to just for myself challenge myself for doing something. So sometimes I'll just go on a 7-day strict diet or 14-day strict diet just to kind of see where I'm at. Energy level, see how my body is changing. So I'm familiar with weighing and measuring food and stuff like that and eating. I have no problem eating the exact same thing every single day of the week at the exact same time, drinking the exact same amount of water. So
that routine is easy for you.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is like we can't, at a certain point, overtraining can become a thing, right? So I don't, you're dialed in, like you have a really strong mindset probably with it, right? Which is good. Like you're strict, you're dedicated to it, but sometimes we need to pull back.
I understand.
Just from not only from like a time maintenance thing, but from like a physiological perspective, right? Rest is the time we build, right? You know it, like you've been through it, you've competed, right?
Yeah.
We recover and we gain when we recover. And if we don't give ourselves a chance to recover, we can't gain. And for you, if it's like that consistent cycle, I just don't want to get to the point where like you're basically eating that muscle that you are gaining. Right. So, mix it in a rest day here and there, like an active recovery. Maybe it's a lighter walk. Maybe it's a walk just with the dogs outside.
Okay.
You'll be all right. You ain't gonna lose the abs in a day or two.
I'm good. I'm good. Trust me, after fasting, I'm going to get something to eat.
Yeah,
So.
I hear you. So, just from like a workout perspective, recovery's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Just so we could keep these numbers because you're still good. I mean, at 15, you're still lean. Still got a good amount of muscle on you, so that's gonna help with metabolism and everything. So we're in a good spot there. Just a few things to kind of fine tune, I think.
Great.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got any questions?
No, sir. I think I'm good for at least 6 months.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. All right. Finish up the notes at my end here.
All right.
You have your BodyFat sheet, right?